Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we're going to be using the XTOOL D1 Pro, and we're going to be using these Dollar Tree cutting boards that only cost $1.25. And what we're going to be making are these right here. We're going to make some QR codes, and what we're going to be using is the XTOOL Creative Space software that you get access to when you have the D1 Pro. This program is super awesome, and I'm going to show you how to do it today. It is extremely easy. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it right now. We're going to come down here and we're going to open up XTOOL Creative Space. And this is a super easy thing to do to actually create your code right here. So you can see right here, there's a button that says code. You create a QR code and or a barcode. But for this demonstration, what we're going to do is we're going to create a QR code. So let's go ahead and do that. Another box pops up. What you want to do is find whatever content or link that you want to put in for that QR code. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here. I'm going to go over to my YouTube page right here, and what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to the URL and we're going to go ahead and copy this. All right, let's go ahead and minimize that, and then we're going to come back over here to where it says content. You just click in that box and paste your content right in here. So this URL will create a QR code, which is pretty awesome, into Creative Space. So let's go ahead and hit save, and it's generating, and boom, there it is right there. All right, so that is the QR code for my YouTube page. So basically, we're going to go ahead and create, it creates a bitmap image. So right here, you're going to see right here, we're just going to keep it original. I'm going to keep the sharpness the same. I'm not going to change anything, but I want to make this a little bit fancier. So let's just go ahead and bring this over here, and I'm going to create a box to the dimensions of the board that I just showed you that I bought at the Dollar Tree. That was like a little $1.25 bamboo cutting board. So what I'm going to do is just create a box, and then we'll go ahead and make sure that that is unusable. Basically, we're going to make sure that the laser doesn't recognize that. We're going to come over here to insert, and we're going to create a rectangle and then just draw a box like that. And then up here, we're going to unlock it, and I'm going to make it the size that we need. All right, and you can see right here the output. We're going to ignore the output because we don't want it to actually laser that. We're only using it for the size purposes. So let's go ahead and make sure that I have the right dimensions. So now let's take the QR code, all right, and we're going to kind of set it maybe like way over here. Let's go ahead and do an image, and let's go to downloads, and we're going to do my logo. So let's go ahead and import that logo, and we're going to scale it to fit on the canvas because it is quite large of a file. So we're going to make it small. I think that's good right there. And then over here, we're going to come over here to text, and let's get rid of hello and type in let's do crawl space and then craftsman. There we go. Okay. And what we want to do is I want this to be engraved, and I want this to have a power of, let's just go up with, I don't even know, let's go 60% power. I think that'll be okay. Same with this, we're going to go to 60% power. You have to, every time you change something, you have to do the engraving power for each individual item. So we'll go to 60 on all of them. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough, but it should be good. All right, let's do the font. Let's fit it in here. Perfect. I think that's kind of good right there. So the QR code will definitely fit into the center of that cutting board. Each individual item is set with 60% power. Where everything is set to engrave. So engrave, engrave, engrave. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and set the board into the XTOOL D1, and then we're going to go ahead and get this started, and we'll see how this does. So let's go ahead and get it all set up. Here we go. now that we went ahead and we got our cutting board lined up where I want it underneath the X tool, what we're gonna do is let's come over here to the top and we're gonna go ahead and connect our device. We need to make sure that we pick our D1 Pro, so let's go ahead and get that started. So now we are good to go there. We're gonna come down over here and we're gonna process this project. Before we do anything though, what we want to do is we want to enable the laser spot, and I'm going to center this into the project. So I want the center of the project, the origin is going to start down here in the center of that cutting board. You can see where I made that dot on that cutting board. So let's go ahead and enable that light, and let's go ahead and line this up on the center real quick. All right. All right, I think we're good right there. Let's go ahead and use that location as the center point. It might be off a little bit, I'm not entirely sure, but I think I measured right for the center. So let's go ahead and use that spot right there. Now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and disable this right here. Let's go ahead and disable. So let's just go ahead and run with it and see what happens. Alright guys, here it is. Here is the QR code that I made. This QR code actually links to my YouTube page. So if you were to scan it right now, if you're not on your phone and you're on the TV, go ahead and try it. Scan that QR code, see what happens. It's gonna go ahead and bring you directly to my YouTube channel, which is awesome. So I probably could have slowed it down a little bit and raised the power up a little bit higher to really get a good burn, because you can see right here, it does have a little bit of shading difference, but this is the results of the QR code. It works, it's super awesome, and I'm gonna go ahead and be making a lot more of these. So if you wanna make a QR code with your D1 Pro, it is extremely easy. All right guys, that is the video. Thanks so much for watching, and until that next time, make sure y'all do one thing, stay awesome. We'll see you next time. Bye.